Okay. You know, post that post earlier, what that lady was speaking about. Most of the time, it is men that are the people that are the ones that is causing these problems amongst women. Exploiting them, things like this. And what did she say in the EU? But it's women. It been women too. It been women that can't take the fact that they're not God or they're not whatever it is that we are, that people have tried to strip us away from our rights and our power or respect. So they can play with our energy on a level that we can't even play with it. And this goes back to slavery days. The women, regardless of what color they tell us that they were, the women, how the women used to treat or try to harm or abuse the other girls on the plantation that the master would be attracted to and would put them through measures and abuse them and have them whipped and harmed and things like this. And then if you look at it today in Africa, where they have some of the people over there that have money, the dictators or the leaders or whatever that have money, and then they get people either from the same village or different villages to come in. Like, I want that one. It's almost like The Color Purple when she's like, "Oh, why don't you come be my maid?" And Sophia was like, "Hell no." It's kind of like that. They may go to even neighboring towns or something and say, "Oh, I want that one, for my maid," or something like this. We have to think about, again, with the gay rights movement, and some people are not who they say they are. Some of these people can't have children. So these girls could be forced to come cook, clean, and everything, and also have the children for the men. Because if these are transgenders or these are people that can't have children, they're not just sometimes using these people but for wet nurses or, for cis people or to have their children. And even today, with the people being the same color, if you dig deep enough, you can find places in Africa where these little girls get mutilated and get beaten and get even they even get, I don't know why I'm about to say genetically modified, but what is it called? I just woke up, y'all. My fault. I was mad that I fell asleep. Genital mutilation, because of the jealousy of these women, that feel like they have some kind of power or authority over another. And they don't even need white people to be in between. You see, so so-called black people back then didn't need white people to harm them or ruin them. They were doing it to themselves. And today, to treat another person that is the same color of you, even if they from a neighboring country in Africa, because Africa is not states, it's countries, or a neighboring village or something, to get the person away from their home and their family at a young age, and then have them work for them or do brutal work or something like this, and feel like I'm above you and I can harm you and I can hurt you, or sister wives or something. I was hearing something about, do you want to build a snowman? But the Davis kid is not my sister. If I know Sean Parker or Sean, my cousin Sean, is the Davis girl, Letitia, my sister-in-law, that's her brother. Supposedly, Bertram is their dad. But I was wondering, did somebody try to change the name of my father and then they did something? Because that boy Joy kind of remind me of my cousin Sean. So it's something like, well, I wonder what these people is doing with this paperwork. Another thing is, you can sit here and have me enjoy what I do and expose every detail. We got this Tasha She energy here in reverse, or up here, that want to be above this person. You can do that all you want, but or try to squeeze me out to tell my story so you could take. But it's also called plagiarism, and it's really easy to spot or catch when it's going on in real time. Hold on one second. All right, because these people are not taking, you know, 5G or cyber bullying or harassment. If these people are not strong enough, people could be killing themselves because of this, because they don't want to go and report it or try to see to get help because it sounds crazy, right? That people that don't know you, they, I was thinking also about these people thinking, so that we don't have to serve this person, we'll just steal all their money or something. But it's almost like if these are workers, if this was like the military, if I was a queen, okay, I'm the queen, and I have military men or militiamen, you know, um, and they decide, or and they decide that they want to keep collecting money or whatever, but they don't want to work for me because this is not something where I'm visually able to see these people and tell them, hey, come here, listen to what I say, look at my face, and go do this or go handle this or go ahead and investigate that. So these people I was hearing in this village or whatever, amongst this conglomerate of people, they feel like since they stole my money to not serve me, they stole the money, right? So I wouldn't have anything to build me a fortress, or not my own anyways. It would be somebody building a fortress around me to have me as a pet or an animal or something like this, which I'm not either. So these people are just they're just childish because it's like, if I don't want to talk to you, just leave me alone. Like, I'm not stuttering, I'm not confused, I'm not any of that. The judges and the people or whatever that was not supposed to come back, y'all let them back in. You let them back in after they went behind the scenes and seasoned themselves very well on how to siphon and quickly steal everything from this nation, okay, and from me. So when God was saying that those judges or those people was not supposed to be coming back in, they were going to come in and just bold-faced lie, manipulate, masturbate documents, okay, excessively messing with a file, right? Messing with people's files, messing with your medical records, messing with your, all kind of stuff these people to mess with. But the easiest way for me is that it really don't matter with these people. And the second thing I want to say is these are perfect strangers that are that are trying to harass or something, or somebody want me to feel lower. It wouldn't matter if this whole family moved in and they calling themselves the royals. You're not. You're not. And this is when we talking about, so when they write in them history books and they say, oh my God, these white people or these colonizers was so crazy, they went in there and they lynched 300 people in one night. Don't be mad when they come. That's all I'm saying. Don't be mad when we can't find the culprit because you want to protect the culprit or you want to aid and abet the murderers. Don't be mad. Because I don't want to be tied to any man or woman or anything on this earth as a mate or something like this with unclear intentions and stuff like this going on around me. I'm not interested in anything you got. I didn't had enough dick in my life where I can hold on another couple years before I really need it again. You know, and I'm not building no empire on favors. Nigga, if you got put on by my shit in the past, nigga, you still belong to me today. And these people are going to feel it because it's funny because They're playing around. It's almost like somebody wants to what do you call it? It's like that show Delicate or something. Somebody could be trying to inseminate, okay? And then inseminate a feminine energy and then have them stuck in a situation. This could be a woman that wants to be in relationship with another woman. This woman got some shop set up, but it's off of the back of the queen or the empress's tools. Like I said, these would be the people that hijacked or worked within or enough where they were able to wipe out a certain group of people and then like hold on or keep their goods. Okay. Something like that. Because I would think if somebody wanted to leave America with nothing, I can only preserve what I have left. So if I could afford to give anybody, I mean, if we being like real tactical about the thing, it would be like America has to survive in her country. So, if somebody were to shut down the government and then how are people going to get some type of aid or something like this or food stamps or something like this, and then let's say these people are using food stamp program to you know buy a whole bunch of food and prepare for something and hunker down and prepare for something that's coming, but the only person is actually America herself, that they don't want to have this same comfort. It would be like people coming off the grid or from the underground and stealing names and then coming getting resources and we can't account for it, or a whole bunch of somebody coming from Mexico or other countries and they're coming into our school systems but they're not. They could be all living in one address or something like this and they're not all paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? But this is like the biggest food, like, because in the past they could have been doing this, picking their favorite girls and saying just lay low in the food stamp program or in the public aid program. Just go in the public aid and lay low. You're gonna be able to have Section 8 for years, years, and years. As long as go be my little hoe, sit down there. You know, the people like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant by a senator. I don't want to be pregnant by none of you motherfuckers. That's why I'm keeping my legs closed. That's why I'm keeping my legs closed. But again, you're only overly targeting me in every word that I can talk all the fuck I want to. But this lets me know how special I really am, right? It is or how valuable or how correct I really am. See, when you a cook or something, your mom in the kitchen and you can't find your measuring spoons or something, and you got to improvise or do something. You see, it's almost like they think they're running something, but I'm using you as a measurement tool. Because, like I said, these people are not emotionally wound tight. So everything somebody say, it's almost like you control it. It kind of like it sucks or whatever. Because it ain't like I'm controlling like a military or something. That'd be better. That's what I need. All right, but to plow drive my way, and not think about these people's feelings or their safety or anything for a second to make sure that things are gonna go my way, right? That's kind of like how I'm looking at it. Okay. I'm not mating. I'm not doing anything, but I have to worry about whatever these is regular daily things. But you think that I'm going to be in my home where I don't even deal with anybody personally, and I have to worry about whether I'm going to wake up pregnant, not even my person that's in the house with me or my so-called partner. And I'm gonna have to worry about having a baby. I was never playing with you. I was never a part of your group. I'm never one of your fucking girls. I'm never one of this. I'm never one of this. These women are also in parts of these countries, maybe hunkering down off the grid or something like this, and you're sending these hits towards innocent women like me, or women that hold power, but we're not being recognized that way because people want to keep us, they want to keep looking at us disrespectfully because they stole our money. And you want to come and do hits on us and send little boys to rape us and try to get us with charges for pedophilia and shit like this because your daddies and shit was real pedophiles and your men is real pedophiles and they got locked up for that shit, or they was playing or in the game with y'all while you played this game. I don't play no motherfucking games. Or like you sacrificing these sons or whatever like this. These people could be like inseminating you with something, or they're allowing these boys to do this, but the mothers are the ones that's coming collecting these children with these programs or with their money or with my money. Like, how the fuck you gonna steal my money and then refuse to work for me, nigga? You got the money. These could be different sectors, easy to identify. The people that mess around with the womb, boom, that's who could be messing with a certain person, me or somebody else. The people that's messing around with financing, there's different sectors, there's different families, there's different lineages, there's different clans that deal with these things. Okay. And we know exactly. So if you end up in a situation where you're not having sex and you end up pregnant, you already know who did it. They have tried to militarize, but remember when you've done that though, cause when I get there, and when this, and then you wonder why they make dictatorships. People don't just become dark dictate. God create them too, and so to try to corner a person and try, and this is a big person. It's hard to break this person now. To try to corner a person, and then hide in the crevices around this person to be able to attack them. You are now being considered terroristic groups. And I'm not going to stop to look at how big your nose is. I'm not going to stop to look at how I'm not going to stop to see, how what color tones is in your skin, because I know that a lot of motherfuckers are ignorant. You just look at the world one kind of way, or you've been able to be these wicked, somewhat, it's like an oxymoron, vigilantes. Hold on one second. you know, yeah, these are the people that could have kidnapped our original children 20 years ago and used them as little radars or ways to mobilize and create warfare against and target one individual. So, it's like when the cornerstone get raised to the top, it's like it said above all the animals or something like this, but it's like you can't even have them be animals. It's almost like you're gonna have to make somebody gonna have to be like the puppet master for real, like to make the people that already got the money do what the fuck they supposed to be doing or die, or be deported. You know, because I don't know what else to say. Cause you don't bother me the way you think. It just irritates me a little bit that I have to be in the wake up from my sleep and be like, oh, I see what these motherfuckers. You want me to be so involved and entangled in whatever it is, and then as I talk about it, you're acting. These people look so childish, even the tarot readers now, because I know how they move. I know how they move. They sleep not day or night. They just think about, oh, that one thing she just said. I ain't like that. We have the power to move at least 1,000 of us each to be hateful or do something. And it's just like, oh, that's what you was doing. That's what you was doing. And I feel like somebody's so mad because I can be because a lot of people will be so bothered and schizo and crazy by now with this type of thing. So now they're trying to ante up the something. But one person that's off the grid that created some type of fortress for themselves, and you can't leave a motherfucker like me alone, that just will be the first person that's the example. Because if you didn't want me to be a part of when you was building something, don't act like, this is the father, because they didn't even let me enjoy the table that my father built. So this is people that already built something, and they think that I believe that you want me to, with all of the problems you created around me, that anywhere but my home or my palace or something like this will be the place for me. I doubt it. And if a whole group of people can be moved, say there's a colony of 1,000 people, how, remember on Walking Dead when, they finally made it to whatever and they had them little colonies and shit like that? It wouldn't even matter, because after you, I like to be involved with what I'm doing too. Okay, now if I'm running to safety, trying to get to a place, and I'm a human and zombies were chasing me, and they can tell that I'm a human, and I would expect for these people to see me running towards their gates and maybe let me in, but we're not at that point yet. We're not at that point. But other than that, like, people like, come on, it's a whole bunch of love over here. It's really not. It's really not. I'm telling you, if somebody is trying to convince you to join their like pagan group, or something that has been disconnected from the government, a lot of these people, I was hearing, you can't expect her. There's no woman that have no, there's no woman alive that can take my motherfucking place. All right. So think about what Pac said, that could take my mama place, but that could take my place. um, so it's something like, now these off the grid people, we all off the gridders. We have a network. We can't be allowing five family groups or five, what do you call these things? What do you call these things? We'll just call them fortresses. But do you know what I'm saying? But somebody's off the grid and they have everything that they need to survive. Um, and uh, then people cry about, right? And then you would cry if some type of crime started to come and mess with you on your comfy little, and these people want to, they want to, they want to, mm, let's see, they want to do something here. They want to act like they want to be fair or something like this. But it would be like if you were being hunted down for your womb, or like I said, the white buffalo womb. If they were hunting me down for my womb or something, they have it now. It's just for you to be a relic of something instead of reaching the highest potential. It's both sectors that would be responsible for this. They're both working together to harm an innocent person that deserved every opportunity that was presented to them, and they didn't get any of them. And these would be the people that would be complaining at the end of the day when something radical, okay, runs upon their little estate or whatever it is they built. You should have just stayed in that element and not came back fucking with people. Like, I don't understand what you was doing. I don't understand what you was doing. Because if this software that somebody created and gave these people and upgraded them with is going to be a problem, I'm not going to be trying to dictate and dig around in every single head and see who got the information or something. Is going to be like a total fucking wipeout. It's like rip the whole branches out. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So, and that's what power and authority. Nobody got time to play. My mind worked too big. I can't. You can only dance around me and do this and that for so long or something like this. I'm not gonna fucking play with you. I'm gonna look at you like the fool that you look like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dancing with you. I'm not gonna play with you. That's the sense of having a mind of a commander or something like this. These might be the people that even if you tried to capture them, you gonna die before you force them, in a sense, when they still have free will to do what the fuck you want them to do. We got Margaritaville. This would be a Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody's playing around too a lot, putting a lot of cartoon stuff. They're trying to, I don't know, antagonize or something. All right, because I know that I'm not nothing that you say I am. I'm what the fuck I said I am. I ain't nothing you said that I am. That's why I'm being restored. Or we, or you, or whoever this is here. Now, this could be, this could be Irish energy, or because I was hearing something about March, or like I said, leprechaun energy, because of the short guy I seen, and then the other short guy was acting strange at the beauty supply today. So if one of their kings is to tap into my energy, then these people could be confused about the energy if they can all feel the energy. You get what I'm saying? But that shit is gonna get returned right to, and say I don't like return to senders, because then you it's something about playing this game that they play. These girls know that they in a game, and this is why they sit here and sometimes go the whole day, do these videos, and they know that they're untouchable already, and so they don't have the same stresses that people that have, that could in their position would have the real power and authority. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the same worries. It's like, yeah, I'll play the game, but I got this money left over from last time. Like, I'm straight and I'm off this shit. I'm playing the game because, whatever. But some of them, they want the game like to eat you alive or something like this. Okay, it's almost like fantasy football or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck that would be. But maybe y'all know what it is. But I don't want to play anything. This is somebody that uses cards that's set apart from the rest of them. It's not even that I'm here trying to do this to save my life or no shit like that. It's just, I feel like it's actually still prophetic. I feel like it's actually biblical, still what we talk about in this channel. I don't have to use the exact words from the Bible, but you could tell that we talking biblical. And this pisses these people off too. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This is also for you not to see the disrespect, right? For you not to see the disrespect. So that you cannot, it's not your instincts that's off. It's the way something is moving. It's not your instincts. And these are things that if somebody want to make you the lowest of the low, God didn't. Your mental is still high in commander energy. That means that the networking system or the club or the whatever this is that's around you is the problem. It's not you. It's not me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like wipe out. Like that's how you can tell. Because somebody might be like, bitch, is you crazy or something like this? Do you know what these people is capable of? Or do you know what they thinking about doing? No, I really don't see myself. I still see myself as the Empress, which I am, or higher, or a God energy, the world energy, the temperance energy. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm vibrating. I don't know where you are. That doesn't mean that I don't have to be aware of things that's going on around me, but I don't know. All right. So that's and it's almost like all the people that's missing you or say they went away from you or something like this, they still looking back at you. I'm not looking for them. That's how you can tell something is this is something that's an anomaly here. All right. The people don't get to pick which one of me I'm gonna be. You understand? I see a new hope, but it's like, listen. You didn't even want to accept somebody. These people only accept us when they're able to confiscate us, kidnap us, take us, and reprogram us as what we are. I'm sitting here living my regular life the way that I can right now. It ain't the way I want to, but it's the way that I'm able to. But this type of respect is not going to come in this arena. You know, and it doesn't have to. Just leave me the fuck alone. I mean, it's just as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? These are people kidnapping my clones to pretend like they still friends with me. Okay, maybe even changing their identity. You know, you're coming over to my channel, okay, and trying to see what you could take or steal and put so you could try to act like me in the future after I'm dead when I'm not going nowhere. Until every I'm not going to stop until every one of these people that did whatever this is dead. It don't have nothing to do with what's here, what's not anymore. I'm not stopping. Something is building up momentum here. This is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not stopping. So these are people that say, oh, all is fair. Oh, what goes in slavery? But where are you at when it's your turn to get in them chains? After chaining up so many people and so many women and so many children. I told you, this is about to be over. How does it feel, though, to think you have power over someone and then actually, you know, you deserve this pain and agony and misery that you're going to see because of all what you've done? The person that doesn't deserve it because they didn't do pain and agony to people, they don't feel the same that you do once that heat get on your back. You can keep that smile on your face all you want to. That smirk, it's not a smile, but that smirk, I can feel what people thinking on the inside. I can feel what people thinking on the inside. All right, so let's get serious. Y'all know I just like to clean up the cards and talk my shit off the record. All right. That's why I say everything on here is a freestyle. I don't prepare nothing to come on here and say to y'all. I mean, I just think that that's what God is doing, being very tender, or this could even be the devil, okay? Energy that could be running through I don't deny any of these parts probably could be running through me, so I'm going to utilize all of them, all right? Because I told you, most of these people, they already to a point where they don't believe in God. They've been able to build these fortresses and stuff like this, and these compounds. That's what it's called. These compounds and stuff like this. And they believe that they are God after stealing from God and not dying or not getting killed or not, you know, having to pay the price. So they think. Okay. But just think about that. That's kind of trippy when you find out that your ultra existence, as these people do lose their immortality and lose their immunity, or they wasn't even worried about this in the first place. Somebody said, I'm about to just go hard, you know, on the way out the door. They just go out blazing. You know, it just depends here. You know, most of these people, they want to be at the top and be in power because they want to sexually assault people and have access to something. When they get kicked out of these programs, then they start crying and saying, these people are sexual predators because you can't be one with them no more. My shit is clean. And if somebody do have a footage of me, you must have had me under mind control or brain, something like this. Because with my will, I have not done any of that. It doesn't make me better than any of the people. It just means that I'm not doing that. So why are you trying to lock me up like that or put me in the position or a category with them? A lot of these tarot readers could be pedophiles from the past or whatever. They've been through these cycles already where they could have did this to your mother or your auntie or your grandmother in the past. Or they're rapists and stuff like this, and they send their sons out to rape women. Matter of fact, we ain't used, that's what we need to use. I just heard it. Okay, hold on one second. And I was not going to use the Sesame Street deck because I was not going to use it because I got it mixed up with that other deck, and I feel like I keep getting the same cards no matter what. But we haven't, I miss it. I miss the Sesame Street deck. Hold on. So since we just randomly playing around, I don't feel like sitting there watching TV. There's nothing else to do. You know, because there's a dummy right now sitting, somebody with some kind of brain, like really their brain functioning is horrible. And these people are actually acting like this person is the god or the goddess or something. Maybe they feel bad for this person because they got something like Down syndrome, and I don't know, but I don't believe in that either. If somebody that was having a severe thing like this was in a situation, I think they should make a separate thing for them. I don't think that everybody else that works so hard at their craft should have to slow down to assist that person. They should be in the league of their own. Okay. A lot of this is the baby of the group of these wanderers and stuff like this. They could have picked up these kids or these people or clones of you that was deformed or something like that, like, I mean, like mentally not capable of. And then they snuck in and gave them, oh, we feel bad, we want her to come with us, let's switch the empress's file and make it like the empress has this impediment and not this person, and let's make this person the smart person. But that's not what you're getting. You're getting somebody that everybody can manipulate, but they can make them feel like, yeah, big dog, yeah, big dog, yeah, you the big dude around here, and ha 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 in that person's face, and just play on this person's top the entire time, like in their face. These people is gruesome. With me or you, they had to do every single thing behind your back. They had to be extra cautious. So they're trying to bring something in that's not cautious, that can't tell that people are right, and because they want to be in the face of the person and treat them like this. So this is what I was picking up on. So they don't want to have to hide no more. These people are saying, we tired of hiding, whatever. If you're not gonna take our, we tired, you don't exist. It would be like shooting these motherfuckers on sight. You are the zombies that's trying to get back in the camp. That from a distance, they need to just take off your top for these people that don't take no for an answer. Like, goddamn, I'm not even hanging around with you. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't even see you. You don't realize what you are? God damn. Like, Jesus. It's just like unrealistic measures. It's like unrealistic measures. Like, okay, now going on home or something like this. And the person like, no, man, I want to come inside. I want to come inside. And, it's like, what the fuck? And you trying to go in your house and somebody is trying to, like, no, no, what? Yes mean no. Wait, no mean yes? Oh, wait a minute. Look, fuck wrong with you? If you had something that I really needed other than what's mine, it would be on my radar. Back the fuck up. I don't know why I was also thinking about this too. Okay. So I don't know if my girls are realizing who they connected to, and they have something that I don't got, and they are willing to see me as their cornerstone and look to me, but they're cool. And so I'm not going to mention formation, make me think I don't have to worry about myself trying to kill myself. That's one thing. And if you hungry or if you starving or something like this, it gotta be something that start with you now looking at that. But you have to, it's something about working together, but in a sense. And I don't know what this is because I'm looking at this again. Harris. This Risha energy. Because I feel like somebody's realizing they trying to look at me as a monster, but I ain't even got into a game yet. This is like a child or a virgin, or this meaning like somebody could have been like, yeah, this person is a demon like us, or this person is a superhero like us. This is why we keep doing this. And somebody actually could be sticking up for someone here. And they could have got hurt. I don't know whose situation this could be, but somebody's realizing that you're not your God code or your something, your code is not activated. And they thought everybody was playing on an equal playing field. But this is with the engineer here and the divine feminine, this is God energy. You know, who knew? That's why I'm saying how they talk about demons. Who knew that a demon could be a beautiful thing, depending on how you want to stretch that? They should still stay in their place. But who knew that, who, you know, that we could be living amongst demons and some of them may not be. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, I'm hearing I see you. So like, well, God can see them, I think, or work with them or use them, or we'll just say it like that. Okay. Mm, but this is like a group of people that been being battered too or something in a different way. And they want to feel something from who. Remember in Lucifer when the angels and stuff like this, they was like, oh my God, Dad, do you even love your kids? Or I think it was maybe just Lucifer that didn't feel loved by God, or, you know, um, because this, I don't know, this is, I don't know, this is very strange. Because like this person got this rich girl position. This person is caught in the middle. You know, this could be this. Yeah, somebody could need a restraining order from this Charles, because that just made me think when this person came back here to do this work, and I'm noticing that this might be like the second generation or other of this friend. I don't think it's the one from now. It started making me think about that dude. Be wandering around. The Charles, and like, I don't know why. These are not respectable men to me because of what they did with my dynasty, right? Including this version of this shadow version of this supposed, this shadow of this spouse energy. And I'm getting 9 years. Somebody is not a child. They're not somebody is a god and they're not a child. So somebody could be trying to restrain something from you, finances or something, as you a child, or you're not a forever younger or something, or you have dreams and ambitions and you're actually an adult and you go through the motions like everybody else and you deserve respect while you're doing so with your money, with your moves. You deserve, and somebody is trying to keep you in a baby suit or a baby onesie or something like this. It's, I just feel like somebody feels like this is not, they could be trying to protect this person and the person with the money is trying to get to this person. They could also feel like I ain't been able to build nothing yet. But again, the legacy was tied to this person. How would you push this person all the way out the way using their finances and stuff like this? And then skip succession and then force your way into with all the works and the harvest and the labor already been laid down. Do you understand? It's something like this. And this person don't want to abandon this money. They don't want to give this money back. Somebody's like money hungry. See these plates? Shit, I was thinking even when I moved to that new house in the north side of town when I was 12 years old, they could have just moved me there and then took the person that was actually already there and moved them into a position of power somewhere else or something. See? Richest girl. Because I was thinking about, I don't know, I was thinking about Erica Mena, but then this person, because I was thinking about somebody getting so pissed off with that vein popping out the forehead. All right, this could also be some Safari type shit. Like, because Safari could be a younger version of, or a splice of a Tay energy, my cousin. And yeah, it's not. There could be a slight obsession or something, because this is the cousin that used to give me a hard time, like, oh, you don't even come around or something like this. But we got to fix that, but we got to fix that or something. And I'm thinking, like, well, I mean, could be, but I still don't get in. I don't have nothing, so I don't invite nobody to nothing, but I still don't get invited to nothing. It really don't bother me because I'm on a different level. So, like I said, this is a level that these people wish that they could, even after all the shit that they did to keep it from me, they wish they could reach it. You could be in that spot, but you ain't on the level, nigga. Like, that's what I think about these people. You could be in the spot all day, but you're not on the fucking level. It wasn't built for you. Because this remind me of the girl Ted Risha, but this make me think about the girl Braxton. Because just because I realize these things right now doesn't mean that I know them or knew them or know the extent of them. You did? I don't know. And I don't know if this person is dishing out the dish, okay? I don't know if this person is dishing out. Somebody could be on that show. I don't know what the girl's name's on the show, but somebody could have a name like one of these girls. I thought it was a show called that. Somebody could have, okay? This could also be something here where this is, because what the energy that's is giving me is still back in the 90s, a certain era was in more than who they are. This is like somebody trying to find your soul tribe. For what reason? I don't know. It's like somebody realizing also though that they have to go back to a certain time to dish out these things or give this back. But I don't know, this person could be trying to stop that because they want a chance for something now. Like, I don't know, because it's almost like you would have to look at it and say somebody is a serial cyber Houdini person dater, and there's no regards. Like, this is for with anything and everything, like something that a person that needs to be contained or something. Like, you're thinking you're having a high school experience as a teenager, but this was like a really, you was in a brothel, or this is a brothel city, or uh, you were set apart because you was in a prison city. Most people, it's like a secret prison where these people are able, like, work release prison city. But instead of them saying, oh, you was the little kid that was walking around making everybody smile while they were in this imprisonment, mental, on the front table, mental, on the front table, on the front table by the front door. You were their sunshine in this place, but now they refusing to let you out. Okay, so much so somebody even gives. This could be somebody gave somebody else freedom papers and then put your name down like you a prisoner in the thing, and you was not supposed to be. And actually, if people got wind of what you really were, this would be probably bad for you. This could be like, no, you might not have been the most popular one, but you leave an effect on people, possibly say it like that. And somebody's like, no, we cannot have this person. But it's like, well, our world is dying because we don't have this person. And the person's like, no, hell no, hell no. But I don't know, because I feel like there's not been nothing. It's been a cold old ice wall in between you and whatever this is for years. So I don't know what, I really don't know what this is. Now, the fact that this person don't want to abandon or give up this money, and she's here. This could be somebody don't want to give up this lifestyle. I'll be damned. Somebody name could be Adriana, like, because some people could be walking around with a different last name, but a person in your family's first name. It's something that these people did, man. It's something that they did. It's something that they did. I think they said, yeah, because over there it's not a CC energy, or you're not a cash cow, or you're not celebrated somewhere else. Somebody lied and said, "Oh, you're gonna go to a different land where you're gonna be speaking a different language. They're gonna speak a different language, but they're gonna worship you." Nobody wants that. I want to be the God I am. I want to be the queen I am, and give the orders I need to give and move the fuck on. I don't need to go somewhere to be worshipped. Your worship is not important to me. Order in my motherfucking court is what's important to me. So, me not ending up, something on your plate because you hungry one night. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck we talking about. Safety, security, something, stability. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder every single time something, like, maybe people are used to doing this with their men and stuff like this, always having to be looking over their shoulder to see. I don't want to have to do that. It ain't that I don't care if my man was, I just don't want to. I just don't want to have to do it. Why would I do it? I don't have to have one in my kingdom. I don't want to have to do that. So, you're looking at it like something, but I'm also thinking, fuck what these people talking about. Some of the stuff that I'm doing is solidifying a foundation for my arrival. You could you could deny it if you want to. Somebody could be stealing this and building their own foundation with my, the way that I think. But just know one thing. They have the money to hire shooters or something like this, is what they think. And I do too, motherfucker. It's just already in your bank account stolen. And so you could move right, you could get moved right out the way, and another motherfucker can be sat there where that bank account is looking real nice, until I figure out how to move these people. If they already got the money and what are you acting like you're not doing your job? Okay, well then you will be plucked out from that place thereof. And somebody else that's going to do the job that we don't have to sit here and talk about in public. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's for the double agents out there. So if something is not working for me, I have to recalibrate it and I have to get it to where it is. I have to tweak it into where it is because I know it's mine, nigga. I don't, you see what I'm saying? Or these people would just be have to be looked at exactly what they are. And these type of people would have to be contained. They lack self-control or something like this. Because the other day I was like, dang, like, I was like, I wish I could just, well, not wish, but I was thinking, what would need to be done? Do you know? Do people realize this at a certain time or whatever? It's almost like on some kind of like trippy mission where you, um, just being mysterious, just being inquisitive, um, slip on your to taste the magic or something, right? Try to slip on some kind of I'm seeing like a movie or something where some kids, they need to they find out something, even like with Lockheed kids, and they have to get back into a building or their old tennis ballerina place. Like that one dude took Bella back to her old ballerina dance studio. Like, it's like if you could dress in that outfit and go back to that thing and pretend and have that experience, that moment to see what you didn't see. What went over your head at the time, because I do think that some of these people are stuck. They're being statues. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. It's like they're being statues. It'd be crazy. Like, you wake up from a dream and you right back 17 again. Like, what the hell happened? To cause this spontaneous combustion. Like, did something happen that I missed? Or this could be somebody else. Somebody else that you went to school with could have been a witch. And they could have been just very powerful or potent. And they went home like, I hate that bitch. Her boyfriend is so cute. I want the person or something. And I wasn't tapped into my powers anymore. And somebody could have kicked me out of 1999 into the future, bitch. Okay, I don't know. But it's something strange like this. Like, it's like these bitches were gonna make me do a do-over and do it again. Okay. To be a part of it, but I don't know why. It's still not making sense to me. Like, somebody could have been like, "Oh, I hate this person," da da da, and it's like, if we had more resources, I wouldn't want to go to school again with nobody else but this bitch, or but this dude. Like, I don't remember the person the way that y'all said something. I don't remember it the way that somebody told us. It's like that movie when that man was like, "No, you said that he came in and he picked up your drink by mistake, and that's how he got that allergic reaction." But what did we all really see? What did we see? And he told everybody kind of stopped and was thinking, and they was like, "Oh, you handed him the glass with the poison in it." It's like that clutching pearl moment, like. You put that shit on that person files. It wasn't already there. Like, something could be something like that. Okay. Um, and then it's like, woo, if something like that happened, do you just forget about all this? Like, what was I doing for 25 years? or something like this. Like, oh my God. I don't know. Something is just strange. And I feel like whoever did it, they didn't care if you or I don't figure like I don't know. I don't know. Because whatever this is like these people had to be sure to invite you into this because it's something that's going to change you. This could be also seeing who's going to be involved with different realms, like, you know, to be able to do this. I'm not going to name no names, but or something like this, right? Um, to be able to go, in and out or something. But it's like, hmm, almost like somebody's anger has had to be subsided or something. Um, And it's like it's not the versions of these people that I'm seeing all in general. Everybody is not the versions on TV to just go after. Some of these are in different denominations or something. Okay. But it's like always keeping one of their people that they can really trust in this dimension to watch over something. So I don't know. You could be being moved from something. This could be galactic gods wanting you, or maybe somebody when you was little changed something, and you were supposed to be with the galactic gods the whole time, and they could feel disrespected when I say something. But I'm linking myself with like the original God energy. It's something like this, and they're like, all right, we trying to show your ass what we could do to you or something like this. You better want to join us or something. And it's like, I don't know. I'm seeing it's just something like that. Okay. Um, but mainly a realization of something like, well, we didn't know that between this Caucasian girl, this Hispanic girl, an Asian girl, and this brown skinned girl, we thought that they were the ones that was chosen, but we didn't know that actually God was giving us a brown person that something we didn't know, or somebody that's like us to walk with us for whatever. It's something like this, okay? Because somebody would believe. It could just even be the story of just believing. Like, I never knew that somebody that seemingly or as a Caucasian person could have a so-called African American or brown baby fully. We thought that these was anomalies. It go on the news. Oh my goodness, a Caucasian couple had two children. They shared a DNA, but you know, both of these children are dark skinned. It's an anomaly. Okay, without really thinking, somebody that's into science or something or into something like that, even in the medical field, they might be like fascinated and go deeper and start researching. Oh, the enzymes can match up. Well, I guess there is this such thing as this or whatever. Something like this. Most people just watching the news and see something. Yeah, I guess people can't. I seen that. Please, stuff like that can happen. I seen this person on the news and they tried to say that this woman had a baby with somebody else because it was dark skin, but it was two Caucasian people and the baby was dark skinned. It can happen, but you didn't go into the, who's what's right. The majority of the people are going to think that same way. A small amount is going to dissect that story because they're interested in this or it's in the field that they work in or something, and they're going to look at it differently and they're going to delve in deeper, right? So something like that, because somebody could have been thinking that you were lying about something or heartbroken about something, but they're seeing that no, this is possible. And dude, if they've been doing it now so seamlessly, that means they were already doing it back when this person said it was being done to them. But how could this person know that it was being done to them? This person is supposed to be stupid, or this person, how would this person have known that but publicly speak it without knowing that we had that? Like, there's something confusing here. Okay. Now, something could be because a family member that was a that was a worker could have done something to change your narrative for whatever reason, and this is what this is. You know how you get caught doing something, or on one of them shows when they told not to have a party when the parents go out of town, and then they sneak and have it anyway, and then like your mama's big vase that she got, all the whole front of the show is talking about, oh, my vase is finally here, or we finally got it out of storage and put it up, and this is a 13th century vase from da 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 da. It's been in the family for like 300 years, blah 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 blah. And it's like, whoa. And then you might see somebody accidentally knock it down in the first parts of the show or whatever, or you see everybody's like, oh, my mom and her vase. It's all about the vase. And then the mom go out of town and say, now I don't want no people in this house. I got my vase over here and stuff like this. And then the mom leave. You have the party. The first thing something happened, the girl, you trying to act cool in front of these other kids or whatever like this. Okay. And what do? You invite some rogue people in, people that's acting crazy. In every show, the kids come in with some booze, you know, the bad boy complex or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we're here for the party or whatever, and then they're like, oh my God, Rocky Johnson is here, you know. And then they come in and, you know, and you already know it's about to be trouble, and that something that must be in the pit of your stomach and in your chest, because now these guys are throwing stuff across the living room and yelling and like, let's turn this music up, let's get, and you're like, oh shit, no, let's not do that. I want you here, so I can look at you, but, or I could try to mac your ass down, but we can't be doing that. And then somebody throws something across the room and it knocks the vase over, and the whole shit is just done. Like you just it's something like that. And this person like, oh, this old thing, this old ugly thing, it was ugly anyway. It's like, what? My mama said that this been in our family for 300 years. And they're like, just get the fuck out. Everybody just get out. I don't know what my life is about to be like after this. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh man, forget it, dude, or whatever. And you might not even like this person. You thought this was gonna be some other kind of way, and it was nothing that way. You should have never had the party because your mama said it, things like this. Okay. I don't know. If something is like something is like that, like a relic or something that cannot be moved. Damn. This is like somebody that never get in trouble, like a Nelly Olson or whatever. And it's like any other fucking vase Nelly. And this is the one that you chose. I'm about to lose everything because of what the fuck you did. But at some point in time, I mean, I guess the parents should have known that they were spoiling the child by sparing the rod. Because I feel like somebody thought they should do something to me or you or whoever this is, and then something was supposed to go in another, like whatever they were being fed, something, but they're saying it's not going that way. It's not going how we said because we got the money. The thing she had said or he said in that video the other day, or he said in that message or something like this, that shit is starting to happen. So it's like it was all fun and games or something. And something is changing. Now, this could be superstition, okay? Somebody lost their job. I know why I lost my job because I keep on messing with that fucking person with this technology or something. You know, um, Somebody could just be in their head thinking that that's what it is, but it's actually not. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Um, you just lost your job. But somebody's maybe having a guilty conscience or they're really jumpy. Like everything they think is because of what they did to somebody. Okay. some, Whatever I put up a minute ago was had something about like somebody's on their deathbed, something, and this is kind of sad. It's like a sad thing or whatever, because like this could be somebody that you love very much, okay, um And the best thing would have just been for the people to allow you to, they could have let everybody else come around you and kind of graze and show their face. But the person that you love, you, they're not letting you near the person, or they're not, it's something like this. It's something very beautiful. It's something very sad at the same time. And it's almost like, why couldn't you just let me have it? It's kind of, I don't know. Because even when you think about the disciples, somebody knows the truth. Oh, my finger peeling. Oh, that's a roast beef. My fault. Got roast beef gelatin under my nail. That's nasty. Smell good. Anyways, um, there's something like ET phone home. Remember the finger? I hate that my nails is curved like this. This one is straight. Because I broke two on this nail, on this hand. But even these are not as curved as these are right now. I don't know what's wrong with my hand. But see this finger? Okay. This could also be somebody that want to be your number one. Like somebody trying to tell you, look, I'm Jesus. You only one speck on this thing. But it's like, no. This could also be Jesus, like pointing out the person, one of the disciples or one of these people that's hurt this person, and pointing out who is the one that's going to kill this person, or the one that's going to, you know, be the Judas, or the one that's going to, before the clock strikes, whatever. Only something can hurt like this. Like you, that's like me pointing out who is my Judas, and I got shocked, or it was hard for me to do that, but something like this, or somebody has been shocked. I don't know what it is, because that's just what it's giving me here. It's this hand too. Again, we got one savior of the world. There's only one. We keep having this come up in the, scripture part of our, whether I'm saying it with the scripture or not, the message is should be relaying to people this way. And I don't know. This could also be mentioning like all of these are here, but there's only one that likes the world, like nobody likes you, right? Or nobody likes me. This could also be representing the one. This why, or the last one standing that like you. Um, I don't know. I'm just getting something from this. 412. What is this? Okay. Something is painful. Like I'm just getting like something is very painful to point out here, because there's 11. So there's 11. Now, somebody was saying I had to let you go to love myself. So somebody could be, you know, an imposter, or you could be mad that you lost somebody, or you're seeing that somebody walked away, or somebody wants to give the impression that this person is walked away or something here. Hmm. Kind of strange. I'm wondering again if somebody did something to the skin here, okay, to take a to be able to put their hand on something to get into like something. I don't know, y'all. Let's just. I'll come back later. Okay, I will come back later. What is that? Oh.